Hello everyone, welcome back to Brazil. As you can see, we are running the very end of this seeding contract that we had down here. This is field 52, quite a big field, and as you can also see, we are on the New Holland this time. We did end last episode, we were driving the Valtra there, using the seeder. But it was having a bit of a gearing issue with some of these sort of hilly areas. For some reason it kept getting stuck in the wrong gear, so we had to bring the other trailer over as a seed tender to load some seeds into it. So I just figured, why not give this a try actually on the seeder, or planter rather, and it has been doing exceedingly well. I'm well chuffed with it. Even though this one is slightly less horsepower than the upgrade that we did on the old Valtra last time. I think this is like 125 instead of 150, something to that effect. It is still actually pulling it really, really well, which is quite nice indeed. It's a very handy little planter, and it's a good width as well, so cannot argue with that at all. Just got a little bit, it's mostly just this sort of headland now that we have, and then we should be done with this and the previous contract, and then we'll have to find out what we are going to do next, because at the moment there weren't any other jobs on the cards, and we don't have any money at this point to do anything else with, in terms of like buying our own land. Oh, there we go. We have completed it. Perfect. We'll just run a little bit more down here. Okay, and we'll call that good. Lovely. Let's fold this thingy up. Yeah, I would say this is like 5 meters or something. That's quite good. And we'll get them brought back up, but let's have a quick look here at the contracts. Yeah, so we've got field 3, which that was the one we'd started last time at the end of the last episode, so we'll cash that in, and we'll also cash in field 52, which is another 8 grand. So I don't think there are any more contracts available at the moment, so we'll likely have to skip ahead into March and see what happens. But what was I fumbling around trying to do? Oh yes, the specials list. There's nothing too handy in the specials list at the moment. I mean, there's another new combine harvester there, but that's a bit out of our price range anyway. Although that actually would be a very good size for us, I think. That one we'd probably only ever need something around about that sort of size, because it is decent enough horsepower. That would probably run, ironically, I think ahead of like this one. Probably something around that. That might be a touch on the long side. Yeah, actually that might be a touch on the long side. But anyway, there's a few interesting odds and ends here. I was almost tempted by this seeder, but we've got one almost identical to that, I realised. So we don't need to sort of sell one and buy one or anything like that. Now this Pertinger Mex 5 did tempt me briefly, because it is a chaffing harvester for cutting corn into chaff for making silage. So I was thinking about this, but then I realised we don't actually have any silage that needs chaffing. We don't have anything to do silage with or for, or reasons to and stuff. So yeah, it's an interesting bit of kit, that, but nothing that we need. So what I'm going to do is head back to base with this. We'll come back and pick up the other one at some point today, and like I say, we'll probably skip ahead to March kind of time, because there isn't really a lot going on right now down here. We're sort of in between planting windows, and some of these fields do still need work. I'm surprised there aren't any contracts up for doing this, or maybe the farmer's planning on leaving it fallow for a little while. Who knows? But we shall see. Maybe we'll even head over to the sugarcane area and have a look around at some of those fields. Oh, it's a sawmill. Hang on, could we have brought our wood down here and sold it? Oh, that's rude. I swear wood wasn't even showing on the map before. I'm confused now. There is... Now, hang on. I could have sworn when we were doing our little trees that I'd looked, and there wasn't wood listed. That's strange. I wonder why I thought that. Who knows. But, yeah, apparently there is an entire sawmill down here. They have a sell point there. I guess that's a place you can pick up or buy wood chips. What else is going on? Some very interesting... Can we actually purchase this? Well, at some point it's purchasable here, but we won't be spending 520 grand on this, I don't think. Although it's good to know that it is here in case we do have to cut down any more trees. So yeah, not going to complain about that. I wonder why I didn't even notice that before. Maybe I was looking at the wrong thing. Who knows? But for now, still a nice little bit of a sunrise going on over there. It's really quite a nice map, this. I do enjoy it quite a lot. But yes, I'm going to get our vehicles and whatnot back to base, and then try and figure out exactly what we are going to do with ourselves. So yeah, I'll probably, like I say, see you back here in March. Maybe we'll find some more contracts to do, or something will pop up interesting in the... oh, crappy, sorry. Yeah, maybe something interesting will pop up in the sales, in the used items section, discounts and stuff. Yeah, there are a few things that we've got our eyes on, stuff that we are looking for in the long run. And, you know, we've got a bit of money, and we may even have to traffic some melons, as it were. I have to check when we get back and see just exactly how we are doing on the fruit front. So obviously we don't have any cold storage or anything where we can actually put that or the prickly pear cactus fruits either. So yeah, we'll have a look into that and see just exactly what's going on. But yes, anyway, waffling on, stopping waffling, engage, jump cut to next interesting and exciting event. Alrighty, we are back again, a little bit sooner than I'd expected, but with good reason. Now, the eagle-eyed among you may notice up in the top right corner we've spent a little bit of money. And the reason for that is we've got a load of melons to flog. So let me just back up here and we'll pop it in outside view and see what's going on. So what we've done is we've purchased another different alternative back for our lorry. Oh yes, we've got this sort of solid side truck bed van box truck sort of thing. So what we are going to do is load it up with melons. Oh yes. Now I'm going to put them on. I'm going to try and pick them up 2 at a time if I can. Get one, because we've got 4 pallets each of these ones, and about 6 or 7 pallets of the cactus fruit there. So let's see about doing this. There we go. Lovely. Nice. Now these should fit in at least 2 high. I don't know if they're going to go in 3 high. No, they're not. And would they go in better sideways like that? Yes, they inevitably would. Okay, well, that's not a problem. We'll load that down like that. That's the beauty of this forklift, is it does have the adjustable splines, tongs, teeth, tines, I don't know, whatever they're called. Picky uppy bar bits. I've just got to remember the buttons to do it. Ah, there we go. Now, is that going to be lovely? That's perfect. Okay. There we go. Pop that in as far as we can. Nice. And with any luck we'll be able to do the same with these ones. Hopefully. Now there may be another box of each that spawns out right while we're doing this. But we'll see how it goes. I'll check it before we depart, just to be safe. Because I know exactly what would happen. Oh, come on, drop them. Thank you. I was on a slight bit of a wonk just then. Make sure we don't smack into the greenhouse with this thing and bust it. That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Okay. Lovely. Go a bit of a push further down. Now I would imagine there are straps in this thing, but I don't actually know. Nope, not sure. Unless you strap it from the inside. No. Doesn't seem to be. Okay, well that's fine. That is not a problem. Let's go and get the other melons quick. We'll get this all loaded and then we'll head down to the sell point. Now, if I remember what the thing looked like previously, the sell points we're going to have to go to, the one just up the road for all the melons, and then down to the co-op container storage sell point thing for the prickly pears. But it shouldn't take us too terribly long. We're doing alright at the loading, I think. Nice, there we go. Oh, crumbs. That's not gone well. Put them down just a bit too far and knocked the thing a little bit. Okay. Yes, so I shall see you briefly in a second once we've got this all loaded up, because there'll be a little bit of running back and forth by hand for the other ones. And then we'll huff it to the sell point and see if we can't at least make back the cost of this box truck attachment. And it was only like £5 give or take a bit, but either way, it is going to be quite useful, I think, in the long run. It should be better than trying to use the... I'm going to have to smooth that land out a bit. I think it's better than trying to do it on the back of the little Toyota as we did the last time. And looking at the prices of some of the available trailers I've got, most of those were around the same sort of price. And not quite the same actual amount of space. So I think this is quite a good thing. Quite a good alternative option for us. You know, we've got the lorry, we might as well use it to the best of our abilities. You know, it is a versatile little thing. In fact, I might as well just keep going with this on camera now, because we're pretty much done anyway. Okay, well, that went a lot more quicker, easier than expected. Bit of a shove back in there, lovely. And we'll park this up just here for now. Lower those down, not quite that far. Let's see, how are we doing? 740. Probably won't get another one spawned by the time we're done, though. So, yeah, we just need to get these all loaded in now. And, ay caramba, they are. Might have to actually push it in a bit further with the old forklift, depending on how they do. Yeah, we might be able to strap it all down when we close the doors or something from in the cab. Because I really don't want all this stuff flying everywhere, if we can avoid it. And it is shifting a little bit. That does worry me slightly. Yep, see it. rocking all around. I have a horrible feeling. Yeah. It doesn't like this too much, does it? If I can get it loaded quick, then we can just shut the doors and hope for the best. Okay. Okay, well, we're going to just hope for the best. Prickly pear. Now, of course it's not. We're not trying to sell it there. Now, I have a feeling if I open this, it's going to just yeet everything into oblivion. So I don't really want to open it. I guess it's where everything's loaded up on top of each other. It doesn't like it, but yeah, that is, yeah, it won't let me strap it down either, so yes, we'll have to, I think we'll just go in cab to avoid too many camera issues. Now this one should be the fruit sell point that takes both the melons. So we'll drive over this. Prickly pears are not accepted, that's fine. Okay, let's open the doors and see what's going on in there. Oh, it's having a bit of a jiggle. Okay, well we sold 9 grand's worth of melons there. That's cool. Okay. And let's hit the road and head down to the other sell point. Alright, here we are, just pulling up to the Cooperativa. And let's see what we can get for those few prickly pears that we've got as well. So drop them off here. Well, it says they're not accepted here, but the money is going up. So I'm going to assume that they are, in fact, accepted here. They have gone on the wonk just a little bit. Okay, we got 6 grand and a little bit more. Okay, let's grab these. Come on, grab it. That's why that one didn't sell, it got flipped over. That's annoying. How are we going to flip that? Oh, there we go. I can grab it like that. Spin it around. And off it goes. Lovely job. So we got another 6.5, almost 7,000 for that. I guess that's not too bad at all. Well then, there we go. So we are now up to 65 grand. That is quite impressive and quite pleasing. I'm thinking the fruit is going to be a good venture for us, so we are going to hang on to that, and we're going to keep our eyes on that. You'll have to sell it probably every couple of months as it grows and becomes ready. That way we don't stockpile it unless we get some sort of refrigeration building, but that's probably going to cost a fair bit of money, I would guess. So yeah, it is back to base with this, and I'll see you all again in March, I think, once something comes up on the old contract market, hopefully, because without contracts we can't really do much. Alrighty, we are back. And as you can see here, we have acquired some contracts. It is now March, and we picked up 3 particularly good sowing contracts. We've got sunflowers in field 38, see sugar beet in field 47, which is a very, very good looking contract indeed, although it is a big contract. And the one we're currently at is sowing oats into this field 17 here. Now, what we are going to do, we've got the Valtra out here, and we're actually going to hire a local worker for the first time. If I head down to the thing here, where are we? We are over at field 17. Oh, yes. So, we are going to create a job and set our lovely field worker friend, hang on, there it is, off on their way to get us some very nice work done while we're doing some other work. Okay, is that the one we want? See if it does. Okay, that's a little bit better. So that's the route they are going to take, and in fact I need to switch it around first. Oh no, start work on centre. Perfect. Okay, so they are... Oh crumbs, that's gone all over the place, hasn't it? We can see the course that they will be running. I can, in fact, get rid of that so it doesn't look quite as obnoxious. But that is the course they are going to be running. So, if we start there, set it to first waypoint, hire ourselves a worker, hop out of the tractor, and there we go. We have a nice local lady doing some seeding for us. So while she is doing that lovely seeding job, getting that underway, we are going to head back to the shop. Because, if I open up the menu here, a interesting thing came up for sale. And we already have a fertiliser spreader, but this one does lime and fertiliser, is trailed, and has a 36 metre width, which I think is the same as the one we've already got. But it does, let's have a quick look at the one we've got. Where is it? There we are. Yeah, same spread width, but this one's obviously a very small capacity and only does fertiliser. So, I've gone right past it. So this jobby, the MP Agro Taurus 1200, we're going to put cover 2 on it because I think that one just looks cool. Now, it is 12 grand, 12.5 grand, bit more than we necessarily need to spend. But I think in the long run this will benefit us because capacity-wise it is going to be quite a nice capacity. You know, we've gone from upgrading from like 1200 to 12,000, so that is going to be really good for us, I think, in the long run. So we're going to purchase that. We're going to run over and pick it up from the store quick, and then... oh, yep, she's off doing nicely. And then we are going to head over and... Actually, it's this way I want to run, isn't it? We're going to head over and start sowing, or start planting, whatever it was in field 38, because that one is just up from our yard. Which means if she runs out of seed down here, she can just radio us and we can hop over there with the New Holland and that little trailer that we have. So I shall see you guys up at the shop once we get back and pick up a tractor and go get our new toy. Alright, here we are, just pulling into the shop to pick up our new toy. See if we can get this to connect. There we go, lovely. And let's head back to base. Oh, we need to figure out what to do with that trailer as well at some point. Water trailer sat there. You can see our whippy antennas whipping away in the early morning light. Ooh, crumbs all over the shop. Ooh, that's an interesting view, I wasn't expecting that. Lovely. Now, we were actually going to have a use for this, because there was a fertilising contract that came out just as just before I'd accepted the seeding ones, and I tried to accept it because it was, you know, a quick 5 grand. I figured, you know, we'd buy this, give it a quick run out, see how it does. But as soon as I accepted the contract, it disappeared. So that was mildly sad. But ho-hum, not a problem. We shall continue on nonetheless. But I did want to actually purchase this because, you know, it's on sale. It's a good deal, and considering the sizes of some of the fields around here, it will actually, I think, in the long run, be a useful upgrade for us. Now, we could sell the Banderanti one that we have, but I think we'll be okay with keeping it for now, because, you know, we may well find a use for it, particularly on smaller fields, maybe. And plus it never hurts to have two options when it comes to certain tools. Obviously right now we've got this one here, which is a planter, not a seeder, but given the amount of jobs that we have going on at the moment, having a planter and a seeder at least means that we can hire a worker, as we have done. And yeah, this is the field that we are going to be doing here. Nice biggish field. I'm going to start actually no, we're going to start down this end. I was looking at it there and then I'm like, no, we might as well start down here and get a nice straight run up here. We'll use this this side of the field. Now I'm pretty sure it is sugar beet, but we'll check just to be sure, because the last thing I want to do is put the wrong thing in. Aha! And I was going to put the wrong thing in. This is the sunflower contract. Okay, sunflowers, there we go. So basically we can just plug it up and down this way. Let's see, how is it going to draw the lines for us? Yeah. We'll get lines going that way. We'll just follow those lines, that'll be fine. That way it'll just keep it easier and won't look too peculiar as we are going back and forth. But yeah, so we're going to plug on with this, and the other contract, field 40, whatever it was, that one I'll likely do off camera because that is a honking great big field. But yeah, so for today our jobs are seeding and planting, and we have our lovely new day worker. She will be doing that oat contract for us there. If there's anything else that pops up, we might get her back again to do some more, or somebody else, you never know, who we'll find that wants to do a bit of work. And we shall continue on with our contract company endeavour, making ourselves a bit of money and doing what we can to potentially help out the sugarcane facility. Now I had been looking at that again. Since we're going, I might as well keep talking. I had been thinking about that again, and the equipment that we are going to need to actually harvest sugarcane, at the moment we've already got what do you call it, we've got ourselves the trailer, which is good, and we'd need to buy a sugarcane harvesting machine, which would run us about 45 grand brand new. So if any of that stuff regrows over the coming year, then we can at the very least keep 45 grand on hand and buy ourselves a brand new planter. Now hopefully if it is going to regrow, then we'll come back, if they replant it or whatever they do over there, then we could potentially look at going into business with them, maybe buying up one of the fields, or them giving us access to one of their fields, depending on who owns what over there. They may not actually be owned by the sugarcane or the sugar plant. They might actually be owned by separate people. So we'll have to delve a little bit further into that, but essentially what we might end up doing if it regrows is sort of renting the field from them for a bit, or having an agreement with them where we get the harvesting equipment in, harvest the field, and split the profits when it's sold. Perhaps something like that could work. Now that might be the cheaper way to get started with it, because obviously then we could maybe talk to the bank about getting the money for the field to temporarily purchase it, or who knows, maybe we could get in touch with the bank and actually propose that something like that to them, whereby they will allow us to take out some extra loan money to purchase one of the fields, and then we can work it out from there, see how we go. But either way, we shall plug on with this, see how it goes, and yeah, so I think we're just coming up to around about the 30-minute mark, so I think we will continue without a montage today, because it's basically sowing and planting and seeding, and it's not really very exciting stuff, even for a montage. But yes, we don't want to overdo it on the montages. I don't want you guys to get sick of them. But yes, so with all that being said, we've got our plans for potentially with the sugar mill now. We've got a little bit more equipment on the go. We've got some contracts that we can do. And hopefully we'll be able to get in a little bit more money now. And once the money starts coming in, then we'll be able to look at really improving and advancing our sort of grand plan, as it were, down here to get the contract company up completely. All crumbs. Almost ran into that poor bloke. Or lady person. I didn't actually see who was driving. But yeah, so we've got some plans. We're working on things now. I think those melon greenhouses and the cactus prickly pear stuff, that will be raking in a bit of money, and we might even look at paying back the loan that we've got at the moment. Maybe that's what we'll use some of the profits from that, because if we're selling it every couple of months, just to keep it out of the way and not sort of pile up there too much, then some of that may actually go to paying off our existing loan. But either way, that is a problem for future us to deal with. So for now, I'm going to carry on with this fantastic job, get this field done, and then move on to the next. And hopefully we'll see you all next time to find out how we are progressing. So if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then do please give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do consider subscribing. And comments are always welcomed. And if you would like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And with that, I shall bid you lovely people farewell. Cheerio, everyone.